Turmeric is a very popular spice used as a supplement for pets, but most people are giving it wrong, and that leads to a missed opportunity to give your pet the amazing anti-inflammatory benefits. And why do we take turmeric at all or give it to our pets? As a vet for nearly 20 years, one of the most common reasons for owners to bring their pets to the vet clinic was sore and painful joints. Many of these owners were worried about how much pain their pet was in and if there was anything that we could do to make them more comfortable and active and help them live longer. And there's many things that we can do for sore and arthritic joints. Weight loss, if your pet is overweight, is probably the #1 thing that you can do for your pet. Talk to your vet about different weight loss programs. Exercise is helpful too, but don't start out doing an intense fetch the ball exercise program, especially if your pet isn't used to it. It's better to do long walks, add some hills in as that builds up muscle and helps to keep the joints lubricated. Pain medication like non-steroidal anti-inflammatories are often prescribed for pets, and that helps them to be more comfortable as well. Omega-3 fatty acids, which is salmon oil or krill oil, is a very popular supplement that can decrease inflammation as well. And there's another less commonly known supplement that's being given more and more to people and in pets as well. It's a spice, the ground up root of a plant that's related to ginger. It comes from India and it's been used for centuries in traditional Indian and Chinese medicine. But there's two very important things to know about this spice that most people don't know. And without knowing this and how to get around the problem it leads to, turmeric is not very effective. But first, a little background about what turmeric can do for pets and for people. Turmeric and its active compound curcumin have been pretty extensively studied in humans, and we know it has some amazing effects. Anti-inflammatory, anti-cancer, early research is showing us that. It's an antioxidant, it's neuroprotective, so it has great effects in the brain. Antimicrobial, so it helps to fight bacteria, fungus, and viruses. It improves gut health, it improves heart health, it's anti-diabetic and anti-obesity. But what about the effects in pets? We simply don't know as much because there's way fewer studies in pets compared to people. The money just isn't there, and the study sizes are smaller. Studies in pets have 20 participants versus in people when there's tens of thousands of subjects. So we just don't know enough. We do know there's good scientific evidence that turmeric does decrease pain and inflammation in arthritic joints in dogs and cats. And a small number of studies are showing that it helps with dermatitis as well, which is inflammation of the skin. We also have good evidence that it's safe in people and in dogs, but in cats we need to use a bit of caution. They lack an enzyme that helps to clear curcumin from the body. And so it's possible that at higher doses or long term that compound could build up in the body. So talk to your vet about it first for giving it to cats. Slow down and just build up slowly. But there is a little known problem with turmeric, and that can lead to it not being very effective. It's not water soluble, so it's not absorbed very well in the intestinal tract, and enzymes in the body remove it quite quickly from the bloodstream, even before it can get around to all the places that it should. So how do we get around this? There are 3 things we can do to increase the bioavailability. That's having it absorbed and effective in the body. Number 1, turmeric needs to be given with a little bit of black pepper. A compound in black pepper called piperine inhibits the enzymes in the liver and intestines that break it down so quickly. This leads to higher levels in the bloodstream, and it can get to the sites of inflammation. This simple step increases the absorption of curcumin by 2,000%. All we need to do is add a small amount of black pepper to the spice when we give it to our pets or when we give it to ourselves. You just go easy on how much pepper you add because it can cause stomach upset. We only need 1% of the whole thing to be black pepper. So 99% turmeric, 1% black pepper. Comment below if you knew about this pepper trick for taking turmeric. The second thing we can do to increase the absorption is giving it with fat, because it's better absorbed with fat and oil than with water. Many pet owners make a golden paste with a combination of turmeric, coconut oil, water, and of course a little bit of pepper. My favorite way of giving turmeric to my dog is by making homemade dog cookies. You can incorporate turmeric and a dash of pepper into pretty much any recipe for dog treats. I'll leave a link in the description to my chicken turmeric and parsley dog cookie recipe, as well as the golden paste recipe and the full article I wrote about turmeric. A little more difficult cooking it into treats for cats, but it is possible. If you have a finicky cat, may not work. Adding spice to food is only one way that we can take turmeric or give it to our pets. There are many commercial curcumin supplements available for pets and for people, but not all of them will take the bioavailability problem into consideration. Drug companies have been hard at work for decades, creating altered formulations of curcumin that are absorbed more easily and not broken down quickly in the body. So that brings us to the third way of giving turmeric to your pets. There are special enhanced versions that increase the absorption 27 to 65 times compared to curcumin by itself. Mariva, Theracurmin, Longvita, and curcumin are all examples of the brand names of that special compound. And those proprietary blends are incorporated into many different supplements. There's quite a few human supplements available that have those special enhanced formulations, but not very many veterinary specific versions. But there are a couple that I know of, one made by Thorn Vet and the other by RX Vitamins. They have those special enhanced formulations, and they're two very well-known and reputable companies. The benefit of choosing a veterinary product is that many of them have chewable formulations or powder that you can add to food, which is easier than giving a pill or a capsule to a dog or a cat on a daily basis. Thorn Vet also makes a combination joint support product that contains the enhanced curcumin formulation with other compounds like glucosamine, chondroitin, and MSM. Over the next few years, I think we will have more scientific studies that show us the benefits of giving turmeric to our pets for other conditions, not just arthritis or dermatitis. We know in people it can help with many chronic diseases that are linked to inflammation and even in preventing cancer and increasing lifespan. In medicine for our pets, we need to make a few leaps of faith and hope that the studies will catch up with us. If you're interested in giving turmeric to your pet, I'll leave a link to the article I wrote that includes more detailed information about how to give it, supplements and things like that. Your pet's veterinarian can talk to you about your specific pet and talk about whether this supplement might be beneficial for your pet.